welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Gemma, and me, my Australian husband, our 2-year-old daughter and our dog are looking to make the move to Australia next year. But as you've seen from the title of this video, it's a bit hit and miss at the moment. So yeah, latest update. On my last video I did say that we were hoping to submit our application by the end of October. We were on schedule to do that. We didn't have much left to do, but we have decided to place that on hold until the budget here in the UK. So the budget takes place at the end of November. As I mentioned during the last video, there has been a lot of rumours that have been leaked since, I suppose, August about things that could potentially be in the budget. As we know, they leak all these to test public reception, so it's highly unlikely they're all going to be passed, but the effect of that, the consequence of that rather, has been that it has caused some uncertainty in the housing market here in the UK. So I have been in touch with an estate agent, so our timelines were to hopefully move May, June next year, and we had looked to put a house on the market in the new year, so Feb, maybe March time. But I have noticed that there has been a lot of for sale signs popping up, so although we were assured in our plans to put the house on the market early next year, I was starting to second guess myself. So I did end up contacting an estate agent, and she did say that basically the market has been stagnant since these rumours of potential changes to things in the budget have been leaked. So what has been rumoured? So we're looking at potentially a new property tax. So this will replace council tax here in the UK, known as rates in Australia. So I mean, to be fair, it does need updating because it does, council tax, as I believe, is based on, I think it's 1991 prices, but they're looking to add an annual percentage of that. So I think it was anything from like 0.5% to 1%. And obviously there has been a house price boost since COVID, so essentially that might put people off getting mid to higher value homes because they're trying to keep costs down as we're still in a cost of living crisis. So that could put downward pressure on prices. There's also a lot for sale at the moment, so we've got a lot of landlords selling up and just people just selling up in general, so that has created a boost in supply. So obviously that is putting pressure on vendors to reduce their asking prices. So as I understand from the estate agent, properties that are selling are ones that have a realistic price in mind. So I take that to mean not what they think their property is worth, perhaps from what they've invested in it and perhaps what they might have got a year or two ago, but reflective of the market now. So essentially potentially taking a lower asking price. Yeah, other things that have been announced potentially are for sellers to pay the stamp duty on a property. So again, that would be an extra expense for us, and also for sellers to do a survey on the property, and that has to be ready for potential buyers, but it's on the buyer's side at the moment to get that done. And the hope of introducing that potentially is to speed up the buying process, basically by up to a month, because in the UK here I think it can take like 4 months from when you've sold your property. Well, the selling process takes about 4 months, so yeah, it's a lot slower than Australia, and there are no financial penalties. So until you've exchanged, so that usually takes place a couple of weeks before you complete on your property, or even the same day, all those weeks ahead of that, your buyer can pull out at any moment and you don't get any compensation for that. And that essentially that might mean that it ruins you potentially purchasing your next property and breaking up the chain, and these chains can be several properties. So yeah, that's where we are at the moment. So yeah, spoke to the estate agent, and as I said, basically the market is stagnant at the moment. She did say, you know, pop your house on the market now if you want to, but even buyers are a bit hesitant to buy at the moment because they're predicting, well, there might be a housing crash after this budget. So basically we've decided that our gut instinct was right. We're gonna have to wait till the new year, but we're just hoping that none of these things come to pass really. If we were staying here in the UK and there was a crash and things like that, obviously, you know, not great, but we weren't planning on moving. We were hoping that this was going to be our forever home. So, but yeah, in terms of our situation at the moment, we're trying to get the most we possibly can for our house. And what's worse is that we've added a lot of value to it because it was a bit of a renovation project, our house. So we have spent a bit of money doing it up. So it's not great, but again, I don't think they really know the market at the moment 100%. So we just got to wait for the budget and, as I say, wait to see how that affects sales after. So usually I think it is a bit dead now until the new year because people don't really want to look for houses around Christmas time. But because people have held off for a few months now, it might create a surge in interest straight after the budget. So we're also getting ready to potentially put the house on the market before Christmas. So yeah, not much happening at the moment. Still a wait and see. We've still got about a month until the budget, but depending on the outcome of that, hopefully it's in our favour, it might be all systems go. So the dog I probably need to start next month, early next month. So yeah, I might just have to start that process anyway, even if we don't end up going. Because as I understand, the rabies vaccination, that's the one that starts the whole timeline process. So yeah, things are potentially a little bit delayed because of this, but nothing we can do, unfortunately. Don't really want to get political, but unfortunately it does affect major life decisions. So we're just keeping our fingers crossed that we get the best outcome and we get back the figure we had in mind for our house. But essentially, you know, if the worst should happen, worst case scenario, and there is a crash and we make a significant loss on the house, that might essentially mean that we can't make the move, unfortunately. For us personally, I think it's a now or never, because as we know, house prices are just surging like anything. We can't stop that, but it will essentially mean that the gap's going to be too big. I don't think we'd be able to make the move unless there's a massive boom over here, which I doubt it, in house prices. So yeah, so essentially it might not be happening basically. So not a video I thought I'd be doing, but hope it's not all lost yet. We unfortunately have got to keep everything crossed and wait until this budget. So I just thought I'd keep you all in the loop. So as I said, haven't really made any more progress since the last video. But yeah, just got to wait and see really. So I'll post another update after the budget. Hopefully I'll be smiling. It'll be good news. That means we can go ahead. So we're just working on making sure that our application is ready to submit straight away. So yeah, that's all we can do at the moment. So yeah, I've stopped even selling stuff around the house. Now there's a potential that we might be staying. So yeah, in a way, just enjoying the calm before the storm, hopeful storm, I suppose. And just keeping an eye on the market over in Oz, the areas we thought about moving to. I mean, the areas we thought were affordable keep changing, like on a weekly basis. So, but yeah, I know the Aussies are having their own crises at the moment. It's definitely, I do feel for them. But so yeah, essentially, might be a crash over here. So who knows? So yeah, hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. And yeah, hopefully see you on the next video with some good news. Take care everyone. Bye bye.